you can suffer from adrenal damage too. So imagine coming off that stuff for like a week and a half. You're gonna have adrenal fatigue and be really upset, and you might be already be dehydrated too. And hey champ, I was curious about your thoughts on energy drinks. I drink about 2 zero carb monsters per day to keep me through long shifts at work. Is there an alternative source of caffeine you'd recommend? Hope your prep is going well and good luck. I mean, you can always actually take caffeine pills, but that may be too strong. I would be really concerned about your digestion. I know, like when I would take like Red Bull or like Monster, or especially like those low carb ones, they're pretty big. So maybe not Red Bull, but the Monster one you're speaking of are pretty big. I always got sour stomach from it. Like if I had 2 of those within one day, and I understand like you know you're trying to get work done, and it sounds like you work long hours. I used to do that. You know, I used to work at Amazon back in the day when I was 19, and I used to work in the warehouse as an intern during the summer. So I understand how that works. You're just trying to find something to get by. When I was doing, working in computer science and IT, I lived off of, soda pop, so there's a couple supplement companies that, over-the-counter stuff that are just for mental focus, because that's what it sounds like you need. You don't need something getting your heart going. You need something to keep this going. So maybe focus on like getting more something that's more neurotropic, so you keep your mind sharp. There's not too many products out there that do that. You'd have to kind of research that yourself, but they are out there. But I don't think caffeine is the ultimate way to get it, because you can suffer from adrenal damage too. So imagine coming off that stuff for like a week and a half. You're gonna have adrenal fatigue and be really upset, and you might already be dehydrated too, and that could cause you to be really irritable at work or even tired. So keep that in mind as well. Next one is from Turbo Joe. Hey Phil, how do you approach nutrition straight after a show when you need to keep yourself in shape for guest posing and appearances right afterwards? That, my friend, is freaking hard. I can't stand it, because your mentality is that you simply want to go after every food in sight. But I mean, gosh, like for the past, since 2008, after doing the Olympia, my life has sucked for the 6 weeks after that, because I always have to be on some regimen. What I try to do is keep the cardio going. It'll help turn the water, stay hydrated, and try to eat. Try to understand that there is going to be some rebound, but if I overindulge in, like, let's say you do a depletion of sodium and you start adding, a bunch in and drinking a bunch of water on top of it, you're going to get bloated as hell after a show. Also, the biggest thing that I notice is like digestion. You will hurt your digestion if you're not hydrated after a show. That is the worst thing you do. So all you people that are doing like the Mr. USA this weekend and then doing these other shows and whatnot, you go out partying, meaning drinking and stuff, getting all dehydrated after you're done probably taking a freaking diuretic or whatever it is. Think about what that's doing to your insides, because your body's comprised of 80% water, right? So you've already probably went down to maybe 75, maybe say, I don't know, but you're like dry to the bone, and here you are, you may drink like one 32-ounce water or a Gatorade or something. Oh yeah, I'm fine. And then you're pounding beers and all this other shit. It's just going to make things worse. So your nutrition probably has to be just as good, if not better, after a show for at least a couple weeks. And if you have guest appearances, that's when you really have to structure it accordingly. Don't start making appearances when you know you're going to want to go out to the all-night barbecue sessions and stuff. Don't do that to yourself, because you owe it to yourself to be able to have normal food. But if you are going to do that yourself, get your ass back in that gym, do a bunch of cardio, drop your carbs, and drink water like crazy.